infos.
Hey, Sif. I hope your Thursday's going well. Boom. Get the new area vibed in. Hell yeah. I'm glad it's going all right, at least. That's kind of how I feel about my day. It's been very like, you're going to play Metaphor? No, I don't have, like, my PC probably would. Well, it's not even on PC, right? It's on consoles. No, it's on PC. I mean, whatever. We'll see. Oh, that's weird. Also, it's on Steam. Okay. Yeah, still, I don't even think I'm gonna play even on my off time. I'm kind of just like too broke for like brand new titles at the moment. Like, in all honesty, I'm just kind of just saving up my money. So you're saying you want it? I mean, like, not maybe. Like, don't, like, I let's just say I have like mentally compartmentalized that game into something I'm not going to play for a long time. Like, when it started like being announced, I was like, oh man, I'm not going to have I don't think I'm going to get myself ready enough to buy or get it. Honestly, I'm so you're saying you're wanting tomorrow? No. Right. Oh god. With the amount of, like, honestly, like like there's a part of me that does want to play it, but I also just feel like that's something I can wait for, I guess. I don't know. I'm like, I've been getting into retro achievements pretty heavily, and it's been a hell of a good time. Especially all the ROM hacks. Oh my god. Don't. I'll send it to you over. Look, I'll send it over to you on Discord. Gotta pull my Discord up because is it MDK on here? Oh wow, what is my profile? Look, my birthday's on for another 6 months. I do. I do like my Atlas games. I do like my Atlas games, but I honestly don't think my PC would. Don't. I appreciate the offer. I really do, but I really. Oh, that. I mean, I can actually run like that PC test. Oh God. But yeah, I guess I just feel awkward just like getting anything, and that's even like I even just got a housewarming gift from. Oh wow, my stream's chewing up. And that includes actually. Why haven't I not been able to boost my performance? Some housewarming gifts in the background. I had a coworker make me one, and I was just like so. Like, he was like, "What do you want? What do you want to face of? What do you want to think of?" I was like, "I don't know. I just feel weird and." I like eventually I just told him like give me a goofy stoned face, and then he wanted to make it anime, so he did. And yeah, Seth, don't worry about it. Thank you so much for the offer. Thank you. I do appreciate it. I just but I think you enjoyed the 200. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Wait. Make sure. Oh god, I totally forgot about my previous they have your whole previous aliases thing. If I somehow end up MIA, let this moment here be it. But I just sent you Discord on my 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 Steam, I guess, name, or at least like the core ID. What am I also doing? What am I also doing right now? I was also trying to get set up for the game, that's right. But who else was it? Or oh god. Alright, put that away. Get the game. Sure. Yeah, I should look at that demo actually. That's actually not a bad idea. I thought again, it's just like a thing of like mentally, I was like the only other game this year I even looked at. God, what was it? And how come I'm not even getting? That's probably up here. was Unicorn Overlord. Oh shit, I forgot about UFO 50. I need to look into that later. Oh god, I don't have enough. Oh god, I don't have enough space for the demo. Okay, I'm going to have to just do this. I'll check that out a different time. Damn. I'll have to go clear up another 7 gigs. Alright, Seth. That sounds fair. That sounds fair. Alright. Sounds good. Sounds good. But, oh wow, I'm already at the video game. Did I just leave it on this last night? Also, Signalis just got an update. Weird. Alright, let's see. Making sure I have everything else kind of ready, I guess. But yeah, again, I appreciate it. I really do. I really do. Yeah, I'll get it running and see if Autopsy can even do it. But that's for a whole different day. Today, though, I want to introduce you all to the Mothmen, which, look, in case you didn't know, I live in West Virginia, and there's very few things we have to us. There's very few things we're proud of. And by God, Mothman is one. So, I don't know, I'm very iffy about this game that they're saying there's multiple Mothmen. Yeah, that is weird. I'm gonna have to, like, why the hell did Signalis almost a year and change later get an update? Around Halloween time, no less. Alright, let me get a bowl at least. I've messaged Shark, hoping to get a hold of him, but I haven't heard back. I hope everything's alright where he's at. I know Rue is alright. Let's see. Hey, Shark! Congratulations, you survived! Alright, I was waiting for it. I was like, oop, wait a moment. Welcome on in, Shark. Hope your Thursday's alright. I hope it's the best you can make out of it right now. Oh, you know, gotta self-censor yourself. You're getting high on the beep. Let's see. See, Persona 5 Tactica is another game that's on my to-play list. Okay. I did my push-ups and sit-ups. I'm getting beep on my beep. And we're about to play Mothman, 1966. All right. Oh wow, this is so high up. I swear, every other game. Three red and 5 black in the discard pile. Of the 6 cards face up on the counter, 2 are red and 4 are black. So 5 red in all and none black. You have no more moves. So you have to bet now. Red card. With so many black cards drawn, it feels natural to choose red. Numbers should be on your side. Even though you've already chosen, you decide to step away from the counter. You can't bear losing again. You think of your grandma, Elsie, trying to win at solitaire for over 60 years. You take a deep breath and keep sweeping. Elsie's been paralyzed from the waist down since she was 21. Your mom was only 2 months old. The winter Elsie taught you to play solitaire. Your parents and sister have been dead for almost a year. Have you already begun to forget their faces? Although you cook for her, do her laundry, bathe and even dress her, it still feels like she's the one taking care of you. You close your eyes and almost feel Elsie stroking your hair. You're 11 years old again, kneeling next to her bed, crying your heart out. Thank you so much for 14 months. Yeah, no, I need to go. I was like, as soon as you hit it, I was like, oh yeah, I need to go in and trigger these again or adjust the audios. Let's see. Stream. Give me a second, just do this. Also, justice for Mothman. Yeah, we just got started with this adventure. All right, there we go. Yeah, what's wow? It's already negative 30. Oh wait, no, I can wait. All right, it's a lot lower there. And let me just go do it for all of them. And claim my raid alert. All right. Everything's a lot lower now. I apologize for the super loudness. Alrighty. Well, shit, there is one last thing. Alrighty. Alright, if someone wants to hit the Team Rocket sound, it should be a lot less loud now. Let's see. Suddenly, the bell rings and you feel an invisible force.
Team Rocket rule!
I'm surprised at how loud that comes out still. Oh, I have a trigger fire overlay capture. I totally forgot about that. Alright. It does spook me. It really does spook me. Honestly, a lot of my alerts do because just like for a while I remember just not hearing alerts. Like when I first started. And I'm pretty sure that's just like user error on my end. An invisible force trying to drag you into the present. look through the window. Those fucking kids. The first bride is followed by two more. They step on the hose and activate the bell for a second and third time. You don't know what comes over you, but you yell something at them that you're too ashamed to remember. You justify yourself thinking that they might be the ones who got you into your garage that night and stole some parts of the replica machine gun you're building. You won't let anyone mess with your project. Though, Winad's steam machine gun is the jewel of your collection. The kids yell at you, old freak, and laugh, sheltered by the distance. Deep down, you know that it can't be them. How would they know which parts of the machine guns were worth stealing? Anyway, that guard dog's being brought over in a few days and you'll be able to stop worrying. Go back in. You try to calm down. You look at the shelves and think of the solitaire your grandma taught you. Your grandma always said that everyone has their place in the world, and that people keep dancing around it without ever reaching it. To win the solitaire, you have to stop dancing. You know the chances of winning are incredibly low. Almost zero. You can't bring yourself to turn over the next card and decide to start sorting the shelves instead. Doing simple jobs build up your self-confidence, and you provide yourself some illusion of control. I don't know, middle shelf. Can, bottle, can. How about we grab bottle. Yeah, replace the box. Something on the lower. Upper box. Lower can. Empty. Oh, I see. There's a blue mark up there. I didn't realize. Oh. Bottle. And bottle. Good. One type of product on each shelf. You scratch your head. This time, sorting the shelves doesn't help. You feel the same urgency as before, and you can't think of anything else. Is the card going to be read? You need it to be read. Suddenly, the air seems heavy, and you find it a bit difficult to breathe. 3 men in black are staring at you. Through the window, you see a black Cadillac by the pump. Yes? You wish you would ask them how they got into the station without you hearing the door open, or how they left the car there without the bell ringing. But that trembling yes was the only thing you managed to utter. The moose. The moose. After a few seconds of not receiving any response, you decided to break the silence. Give them directions to the moose. That seems to be Continue straight until the first crossroads and turn right. After a while, you'll see a bar, or the bar past the barn with the painted cross. You can't miss it. None of the men open their mouths. Every second that passes, the smile in your face feels more and more ridiculous. The moose. You bought a woman a whiskey. You don't know if it's the right move, but you try to relax and be more friendly. Do you know of a more efficient way to socialize? You told her the dream about your grandma. Or, you told her about the dream about your grandma. A chill runs through your body. It's been a few weeks since that night. And even though you had a good time with Martha and had no regrets, something about the way these men in black ask their questions make you uneasy. What do you want to know? Granny in the forest. One of the men farther back lets out a crackling noise. Maybe this. Maybe just cracking his neck back and forth. It's like, ugh. You look at the man believing he's laughing, but the man in black's expression doesn't change. Ask them what they want to know. No one answers. It's like they're waiting for another response. Okay. Tell them about your dream. My grandma has been bedridden for over 60 years. But in the dream, I saw her running through the woods. Start from the beginning. Don't omit any details. You don't know if it's the way they look at you, or because of the certain authority in their voice, but you tell them everything about the dream. 5 or 6 weeks ago, you woke up in the middle of the night, certain that something had happened to your grandma. You ran up to her room, and Elsie wasn't in bed. The window was wide open. You ran to it and saw someone walking through the trees. It was her, and she was holding a rifle of the kind your ancestors would have carried in the Civil War. You tried to call out to her. Your grandma started running, shot 2 or 3 times into the blackness of the forest. You were able to go down to find her when a winged figure with glowing red eyes appeared in front of the window and screamed. He stumbled backwards, and after hitting your head on the bedpost, you lost consciousness. You woke up in your bed and remembered the dream almost instantly. You went up the stairs two at a time and opened a door to her room. Your grandma slept peacefully. On the bedside table was a glass of milk you brought her every night and the deck of cards she uses to play solitaire. During the days that followed, you tried to convince yourself that it had all been a dream. Even though you couldn't explain where the little stitches at the base of your skull had come from. I mean, there's a lot of little details that they're just taking the liberties of Mothman. Or, I mean, the fact that it's called Mothmen is already, already a big departure. But, it's their own take, Let them cook. Let's see what they do. You know what I'm saying? After a few seconds, one of the men in black speaks again. The spots on her legs predate her birth, Holt. What? What is he talking about? Is he referring to the dozens of moles on your grandma's legs? And what do they mean by saying those spots predate her birth? Elsie always makes the same jokes when you sponge her calves. Be thankful that you have to clean my legs and not my grandfather's. According to what she told you, her granddad had been shot dead by an experimental weapon early in the Civil War when his legs were ripped to shreds. The Winad's Sting Gun, son, a machine gun that doesn't appear in any book. You think about the replica you're putting together in the workshop, and you wonder if it was the men in black who had stolen those pieces. You're not telling anyone else about this visit, Holt. You start to complain when one of the men in black picks up a card from the counter. The top of the deck. The crunch horrifies you. The teeth of the man in black seems to tear more than slippery paper. Desperate, you throw yourself under the counter and look for the card. Your heart is pounding. You look out the window and you don't see the Cadillac. You walk to wherever the car was parked a few moments ago. You step on the hose and the bell rings. What the fuck? Jack of diamonds. Red. I knew it. You think about the edge of the one of the men in black tore off. And you remember the noise he made when he chewed it. Was it a threat? A warning? You wonder if you should tell your grandma everything that happened or just keep your mouth shut. And keep playing solitaire with the marked card. Papa! Good old me, Ma. Chapter 1. Lee. What's wrong? I told you. It's nothing. The dam paws again. There's something she's not saying. The Mustang purrs. You shake your head, feeling sad inside. The sound of an engine hides no secrets. Lee, you're right. You bite your lip and sigh. Why is everything so damn hard? Victoria settles into her seat. Let's start over, okay? Where are we going? It's a surprise. Come on, Lee, I don't know where the fuck we're going. Please? No, Vic. Have some patience. You'll never forget this night. Victoria giggles, and you think this is the best gift in the world. For a moment, you forget all the previous discussions, your obsessions. A giggle, a friendly gesture. Making someone feel good ain't rocket science. You look at the clock and can't believe your eyes. You've left your house on time, but you're pretty late. How could? You step on the gas. Lee. Lee! You scratch the side of your head. Wow. You really hate being told how to drive. Flea? Why doesn't she just tell you to slow down? You take your foot off the gas. Thanks. You're trying your best. You really think Victoria could be the one? The one. Thank you, Shark. Your dad once said the perfect woman doesn't exist. Couples form when people get tired of looking and just give up. You remember your mother's rants, all those women's names she rattled off as they were a part of an endless grocery list. You won't end up like him. Anything but that. You try to smile and force yourself to be more cheerful. You want a clue? I gotta remember that voice for this guy. Yes. Victoria looks into your eyes, and you feel a warmth on your face that takes you by surprise. You felt the same thing the first time you saw her in college. You keep looking at her for a few seconds that seem like forever. What? Do I have a booger? Where? You can't help but laughing. You can't help laughing out loud and having a hard time containing the urge to kiss her. How about the date? It happened 100 years ago. Victoria answers almost immediately. After all, you're both majoring in history. The end of the Civil War! No, not in 1865. I mean exactly 100 years ago. Vic. Oh, let me think then. You're running out of time. There was a Korea outbreak in 1866, right? Cold. And how twisted do you think I am to set up a date themed around a cholera outbreak from a century ago? Look at that face. I don't know, man. Oh, man. It comes from far away. Victoria makes a gesture for you to complete the sentence. You just shrug. It comes from far away. I mean, that could be anything. Guess then. The circus? Freezing cold. You're a clue about the myth. One would be a source of superstition, but we're talking thousands. A source of superstition. A black cat? Victoria. Victoria looks at you expectantly, desperate to be right. No, Vic. Just give me a minute. You won't guess it unless... You reach out to open the glove box and Victoria grabs your wrist. Better leave it to me. Victoria opens up the glove box and examines its contents. A folder, a box, a flashlight. What are you looking for exactly? Look under the flashlight. A book. 1966 Shelby Mustang. Oh, a car handbook? No, not that. What else? Victoria takes out a box and opens it. Let's see what you've been hiding. You think about saying something, but you instantly regret it. Keep your mouth shut. Spare change, a lighter, a pack of cigarettes. Nothing to worry about, I reckon. Keep looking. Please. Tell her to look at the folder. Victoria opens the folder and examines the documents. Some papers, insurance, details. Do you want me to read some of this? You shake your head. Already got everything out. One sec, there's this too. Victoria stretches out her hand and you finally grab the map you wanted. It is folded against the bottom of the glove box. You start talking and Victoria interrupts you. Hold that thought while I put everything back. You put the map on the dashboard while Victoria puts the folder, the box, the flashlight. Vic, you know I like it tidy in there. Ha ha, very funny. Vic flicks through the book she found. Red Badge of Courage? Have you read this book 1,000 times already? You know she's testing you. What? That's a... Okay. Vic knows exactly why you carry it everywhere. The novel that portrays the era you're obsessed with like no other. What the hell is this? Suddenly, you remember you're using the pencil sketch that Victoria drew of you in one of your classes as a bookmark. A sketch she begged you, with tears in her eyes, to destroy. And you swore you already had. Vic, I'm sorry. I swear. Watch out! You swerve to avoid a shape in the road. Victoria looks back. Lee? We almost ran over that thing. You put your hand on Victoria's shoulder, trying to reassure her. Victoria points ahead. Just keep your eyes on the road, please. She's doing it again. Telling you how to drive. At least this time she came right out with it instead of just saying Lee disapprovingly. You tried to control yourself, but it's hard. It's not just the last thing, but the buildup of all the small gestures. You take the map and throw it on her lap. Victoria raises her arms in disbelief. The Leonids, Victoria. We're going to have dinner watching the Leonids? Victoria says nothing. Forgive me for trying to arrange the perfect date. You try to keep silent, but you can't hold it in. A meteor shower. A phenomenon associated with the passage of Temple Tuttle comic every 33 years. Victoria keeps staring ahead. In 1866, there was one of the most spectacular meteor showers ever recorded. I saw some lithographs in the library. Victoria doesn't even move. Everyone makes a wish on a shooting star. Imagine how many wishes you can make with 1,000 of stars shooting through the sky. Victoria settles in her seat. You know what, Lee? Shut up! Oh, Sammy. No, you don't have to shut up. You can stay. You've never heard that tone before from her. Oh. No. Oh, I gotta repack. I gotta actually just change filters. Because it's clogged. So Sammy has a weird pattern of following Zeus. And I feel like it's like with like every little thing. So if she like sees Zeus clawing something, like Zeus will go to the scratch post. She'll go to a tree and start like clawing it. If Zeus is like cleaning himself, she'll start cleaning herself. not to the same level Zeus will, like, especially like since when Zeus was, we were back in the old place. Just keep quiet until we reach. She pauses as she examines the map you threw on her lap. Holt Station? You feel your heart pounding. Your hands are shaking. And that's what she wants? For you to keep quiet? For you not to say a goddamn word? Your hands grip the wheel tight. All of the preparations you made for tonight. Your friend Freddy had worked out the ideal place to see all of them in their splendor, away from the city lights. And when you noticed Holt Station was inside the area, you didn't hesitate. But now Vic had ruined it. What the fuck? Something hit the Mustang's antenna. What the hell is that? Stop, Lee. Stop! Stop. You slammed on the brakes. Instinctively, you put a hand in front of Victoria to keep her from hitting the windshield. You get out of the car and find a dead bat in front of the headlights. The animal had hit the antenna and somehow got entangled. You can't believe it. What are the odds of something like this happening? Don't bats have some advanced echolocation system? Like a submarine sonar? What starts as simple as a grunt in your throat emerges as a helpless scream. Zooksy! What? Do you want cat weed? Are you grumpy from cat weed? Zeus. Give me a second. I'm going to refresh their through bowl real quick. I think he's just doesn't realize I already put new food in it. Rue! I'm so sorry you have shit internet. I'm so sorry. Welcome back. I can't believe that you still. It's so ridiculous. Internet's not back up yet for you. Fuck! This is what I get for trying to do something different. We should have gone to the movies. Dude, I don't know what is Zeus's problem. I've changed the litter box. You got a new food. Do you just want cat weed? Is that all you're meowing about now? Shark's got you. Shark's gonna send you internet. You can get up there, Zeus. Ali. Fix whispering. It doesn't take long to see why. Oh my god, it's... Never mind. He does that every time. He's like, alright, this sucks. Bye. I've tried... I will, like... I have tried multiple times. He refuses to even, like... chill for a moment sometimes. Like, he just wants to be on my lap. Which I can, but he sometimes just doesn't even want to do that. Over there. The coyote is watching you from where the dark of the forest meets the light of the moon. Vic, we got this. It's not interested in us. You point to the dead bat. There's scavengers. You hear a growl that quickly multiplies. You're surrounded. It's not the first time you've faced coyotes in the woods, but you aren't taking any chances. When I say, run to the car fast as you can, you try to recall all the advice you've heard for situations like these. Make a lot of noise, wave your arms around. One of the coyotes in front of you approaches. Just run to the car, now! The coyote closest to you leaps forward with a savage bite. Encouraged by your screams, the rest of the coyotes soon join the feast. Oh. One of the coyotes in front of you approaches. Yell and gesture. Yell at the one of the coyotes to the side of the car. To your right? Wow. Another coyote advances. You look into its watery, bloodshot eyes. On this side. On my left. Then center. Shit. 3 coyotes advance at once. Yelling or waving your arms won't be enough this time. Thing on the hood. The trick seems to work and all coyotes back down. No coyote advance this time. It's your chance to go on the offensive. Run to the car, now. God, what? You try to reach the car, but their ferocious teeth intercept you. Okay. Come on. One of the coyotes in front of you approaches. Alright. This side. To my left. Alright. Right. Center. Hood. There we go. I gave Zeus a PS5 controller. The trick seems to work and the coyotes back down. Alright, let's throw a stone, I guess. You crouch down and find 4 stones. Pick them up. Let's just throw on the one on the left. Yeah! The stone flies on the left, the coyote making one closest to a retreat. Throw a stone. Get out here. Now. Yeah, Zeus is doing great. He's just Zeus, you're exactly like me. You have a controller, you have your equivalent of weed right in front of you. You're in the stream room. You're basically like me. You get in the car, close the doors, and Victoria starts laughing. Although you know the reaction is more adrenaline than anything else, you start laughing too, and then kiss her. You start up the car, and the V8 roars into life, and you resume the trip. After a few wordless minutes, you suddenly remember something. Holt. Vic. We're going to Holt's gas station. Victoria starts whistling. The doubts, the fears, everything seems a bit ridiculous now. You think about the plans you made for tonight and smile. You really like to hear her whistle. Zeus, you're doing great. Good job, Zeus. God, actually, you joke. I probably can't with this. But if I wanted to, well, let's see. If we want to do that, and then oh god, I forgot about that one.
Team Rocket rule.
Then we configure video. Oh, I can only configure contrast. Boom. There's Zeus. There's there's your Zeus cam. Even further on down. There's Zeus's PS4 or PS5 controller. Guess my cat ain't no scrub. Hey. Of course he wouldn't pick on Sammy. Of course that's what he does. Of course he gets up and goes bothers Sammy when she's just like walking back to her thing. Alrighty. No worries. Also, you can see the other face thing. This is a useful camera angle. If only the quality was better. Maybe one day I will get a second camera. This would be a cool one if it's just better. All right, let's just hit OK and then just say delete. Get back here. All right. Also, because the game's portraits are right there. We move things right here. All right. Lee turns off the car and looks you in the eye. He smiles. And that smile seriously pisses you off. What the fuck's going on? Before you can open your mouth, Lee taps you on the leg. Wait here, Vic. I swear you won't believe it. You bite your lip and take a deep breath. You see him greet someone. I'll see him greet someone. Holt. Lee have written Holt Station on the map he'd thrown on your lap 20 minutes ago. He written it by hand, and it might as well have said Hort Station or Holt Station. Hell Station even. Lee's handwriting has always been intriguing to you. You remember that time you mentioned it to him and he responded with a appropriate anger. A nonsensical rant which involved several philosophers of language. Because you told him his handwriting was dreadful. But you now know where those reactions come from. That night you two got drunk by the lake. Lee told you that his father would have wanted to be born ugly. After the initial surprise, you couldn't stifle a belly laugh, and Lee looked down. For a few moments, he didn't want to tell you anything else. You finally convinced him to continue. I've always got what I wanted by just smiling. Ugly people have to develop their other muscles. Unfortunately, those other muscles are the ones that last. You couldn't believe those words had come out of the mouth of a flesh and blood human being. Maybe some poorly written character from a cheap romantic novel. But Lee's father? You pictured Lee that night throwing pebbles from the shore while telling you everything about his father's teachings. All that frustration. Was that the night you got pregnant? You both had been drinking. Suddenly, you find it difficult to breathe. The interior of the car feels like it's getting smaller and smaller. You need some air. Say hi. Holt, right? Holt seems startled. Hello. This is Victoria, my girlfriend. Be right back, Vic. You see them walk away with a box they took out of the trunk. And from the effort Holt's putting in, it seems heavy. What's inside the box? You're not stupid. You know that Lee has some business on the side beyond his work as an intern at the university. You heard some rumors, and you have your suspicions. However, you never did too much digging. You prefer to keep it a mystery, something to make Lee a little more interesting. You light a cigarette. Would Lee be a good father? And the question that you still haven't had the courage to ask. Would you be a good mother? The clicks repeat at irregular intervals. Small moths appear, they'll approach the light to get electrocuted. Is that love, Victoria? You laugh and shake your head from side to side. You think of all the manuscripts you've torn up. You've tried poetry, drawing. History seemed like an obvious choice. You don't need any talent to be a historian. Hello? The man talks to himself while holding something in his hand. Have you seen any winged creatures flying over the area yet? For a moment, you think he's asking him some kind of tricky question, and you remain silent. However, something about him tells you that he's genuinely asking. You look at the man bathed in the shine of the streetlight, and the scene fascinates you.
You will serve me.
Alrighty. No worries, Shirk, will do. Surreal, some of your old friends would have said. The ones that organized poetry nights and read La Tremont. Excuse me, you are... Oh yes, sorry, Hill. Lou Hill. Ha. Ha. You know, I just Shark, you redeeming the workouts got me ready for my move, and I was able to move everything and not feel so useless lifting heavy shit around. Thank you. In Australia mode. There we go. Hey, I was ready. I was ready. Alright, I'm going to let this sit and let you guys figure out who this could possibly be a reference to. You didn't want to see what happened to you in the other timeline. Fair. Actually, wait. What am I doing? I'm about to. Alright, yeah, give me a second. I'm gonna do this routine real quick. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. Whew. Oh. Oh. Whew. Writer Victoria Greenberry, history student. Winged creatures, Mr. Hill? Lou, please. Can I call you Victoria? You nod. I'm looking into about a dozen reports of Victoria. Numerous witnesses claim to have seen human-sized winged creatures flying over the area. Angels? Lou smiles, but the smile doesn't last long on his face. Look there at the top of the trees. It won't take you long to find one. You aim at the area Lou just told you. Everything's blurry, so you decide to adjust the binoculars. Oh boy. It just encompasses issues with my left eye. Nope. Damn it, I missed it. What the? It was just a second, but you think you saw something up there. Was it suggestion? I don't think they're angels, Victoria. I'm just gonna go ahead and just do Hank Hill. I'm probably every playthrough who've done this, I've seen that character's face, last name, and just signed him a Hank Hill voice. But before I tell you my theory, I need your help. Could you draw in this notebook what you just saw? At any other time, you'd have refused with some witty comment. But there's something about this Lou Hill that invites you to play along. You wonder if the fact that he presented himself as a writer has something to do with it. Draw head. Redraw head. Redraw head. I guess we're doing owl. Yeah, that's... It was... Wide hips, short legs. Yeah, I think it's about that. Before giving back, you write some notes further describing what you saw. Lou hadn't asked for them, but somehow they make you feel less anxious. You never felt confident about your work. Lou looks at the notebook for a few seconds that feel too long. You think about the time you showed your sketches to your art teacher and how he embarrassed you in front of the rest of the class. Motherfucker. What? Sorry. I was just talking to myself. Couldn't help but blush. Oh, you also did a hit from the bowl. Forgot. Victoria! For once, you're glad to hear Lee's voice. All good? Although he seems to be talking to you, Lee keeps staring at Lou. Lou Hill. Writer. Lou holds out his hand. Lee Miller. Historian. Lee walks over, puts his arms around you, his back to Lou. You know he must have been annoyed that Lou introduced himself as a writer. Although it's hard for you to admit it, you like to be hugged. You feel safe. You think you would also feel safe in your grandmother's arms, or in the arms of any other strong women in your family. But in the heat of Lee's body, the hardness of his muscles, you remember all those biologics arguments you hate so much, and you couldn't help but smile. Aw, you're back, Zeus. Everyone, Zeus is back. There. And Zeus has his PS5 controller too. Zeus, come play along with me. Sammy wants to do is just sleep next to me. She doesn't even want to like look at the screen. She just takes a nap on me. It's like you're cheating when no one's looking. Come on, Vic. Let's see the surprise. Close your eyes. Close your eyes and let Lee guide you. Now open them. So, oh yeah, I forgot to turn the timer on. And there you go. So, what do you think? A romantic dinner for two, under the same meteor shower that amazed our ancestors. Lee's a dweeb. You instinctively put your hand on your belly, and when you realize it, you could put it in your pocket. You look at the dog tied to the post. The dog growls in the dark. It'll be a good night. And thank you, Shark. My baby Zeusy. You've known Lou Hill for a few months now. I got. Oh, no. No. Oh, okay, sure. Before he was asking information about some stars, I can probably. Yep. The first time you met him, he was looking for information about some unusual lights in the sky. Nobody would talk to him. All right. Yeah. All right. Got it. All right. Before going to the restroom, you went over to his table to suggest he buys people a drink first. We got back, Lou was already talking to Rick and Stella, their tongues significantly loosened. Lou raised his glass in your direction and smiled. Although it wasn't you who gave him that nickname, you still feel a little guilty. Since that night, most locals referred to him as Lou Refill Hill. What do you recall about the encounter when these men... What do you recall about the Ricardo... I'm not even reading it in character. What do you recall about the encounter with these men in black? He smiled. What does he mean? It had only been a week. You think about how to answer. You know, Lou, he loves asking questions. So you're going to tell him one thing and one thing only. No follow-ups? Questions. You know, telling... part of me wants to tell him about the card. Part of me wants to tell him about the dream because you're telling them about the dream, not necessarily about meeting the men. So maybe that's a weird, like, loop around. I don't know how deep this game will go. And then, I don't know, grandma's legs. I mean, that's another thing. But you already told them all about these things technically as well, so whatever. The men in black. Okay, yeah, whatever. The men in black seemed interested in the dream I had about my grandma. Lou listens carefully. You talk about the dream, omitting some details. You don't tell him anything about your stitches in your head. You know if you did, you keep asking questions all night. Lou remained pensive. Before he even opens his mouth, you try to change the subject. Red or black? What? The card. Red. You turn over the card. Okay. Okay. So I've been on this weird mini side quest where I was supposed to have my stove taken away today at some point. Good. And I doubt they're coming later. I just heard noises outside, so I was just curious. It's the solitaire my grandma taught me. No one could ever win it. Lucille seems interested. And how do you play it? Rules are simple. But winning? There's a reason why it's called the Impossible Solitaire. Let me show you. The objective is to move every card from the board to the discard pile. You can move any card whose rank is one higher or one lower than utmost card in the discard pile. So let's say there's a 5 in the discard pile. You can either place a 4 or 6 on top of it. And remember that if there's a K in the discard pile, you place an A. A comes after K, and the opposite is also true. So 28 cards to move. Seems easy enough, right? Oh, man. I don't know. That sucks. I think. Oh. Let's see. All right. Now we'll select a queen. Then we'll select a joker. When you're stuck, you can turn over a card from the stock to this pile. But to turn over, you need to make a bet first. Black or red, which one's going to be? Lose a bet and you lose the game. The son of a bitch is almost unwinnable. Wait, I didn't want to do that though. I still got options. So yeah, I don't have a 9 and I don't have another jack. So yeah, we'll red. Oh, we lost. Oh, for fuck's sake. All right, we'll try one more time. Wait, what am I doing? Alright, it's a 2, so 2, or we can go ace. I don't have any king. Well, I do have a king, but I don't have any queens after that. But we can grab that king, then grab that ace. Yeah, let's do that. So let's move to the right. We're gonna grab this ace first. Select a card. We're gonna move to the right, grab the king. Grab the other ace. You know, I didn't even think about if I had another 2 to get back. I don't. I don't have a queen either, yeah. Red. Oh, for fuck's sake. Select. Guess we'll go 4, then 5. And go back to 4. Then we can grab this 3. Two ace. Oh, we got 3, so we can't. Yeah, we gotta go down. Let's grab this 2. That screwed me. Red. Oh, let's go. Wait, give me another fucking ace. Wait a second. No. Like, come on now. How are you gonna do me like that? Red. Fuck off. You hear barking from the back of the station. Trent. When they brought him in, they told me his name was Chase. Fuck it, it's Trent for me. Okay? You know Trent, right? From the Moose? Tall, prominent belly, and a scar parallel to the growth of his beard? I think he should. You laugh heartily. Lou Hill might be a pain in the ass, but no one could deny that he was good with descriptions. You think about the book he's given you. He signed it and everything. Where did you leave it? I call him Trent because he barks like Trent on Open Mic Tuesdays. All right. Trent's a hardcore vocalist. Got it. Trent's actually about the vocalist of Knocked Loose. Arf, arf. Come on, let's go to the garage. I see the machine gun. So, this is his idea of a special date. Looking at shooting stars while holding your hand. Telling you his plans for the end of the semester? You can't stop but think about the raw energy of the hug from a minute ago. Or how he scared the coyotes away by yelling, throwing stones at them. You think about your friend May, all those dark fantasies she told you about. But holding hands like this. Okay, that is such a weird fucking little tidbit. Smiley and talking and looking into each other's eyes. Feels like giving up, doesn't it? You know you're to blame too. Aren't you playing the perfect girlfriend role? Don't you make eyes at him? Don't you say love whenever you call him? Nope. Australia mode. What, buddy? Actually, there we go. So I'm looking at chat. Zeusy, come on. So this is it, Victoria. Is this what you want for the rest of your life? Why don't you make up your mind just for once? You think of May again. Of those women she'd claimed to know who could solve your situation using a coat hanger. You wouldn't be the first or the last. The dog barks like a maniac, and you appreciate the distraction. A mixture of guilt, anguish, and apathy takes over you. And now what? Why is he looking at you like that? Why doesn't he say anything? Has he asked you a question? Answer anything. Maybe. Maybe. The doors, Victoria. And you tell me that maybe you're excited? You just smile. Smiling sometimes works. Freddie told me they're just about to release their first album. And it seems like they'll be playing New York. And it does work. Lee keeps talking like nothing happened. Conversations in real life are nothing like those from books. Real life conversations are full of contradictions, twists and turns, repeated ideas. Are we going to see them live again then? Even though you try, you gradually stop listening to him. Hesitancy returns and all those questions. And the fucking dog won't stop barking. What happened to a distraction is now driving you crazy. What the hell is wrong with him? Shooting fucking stars. Why don't you make a wish, Victoria? How about going home, covering your head with a pillow, and sleeping for 18 hours straight? You feel like crying and trying to calm down. Those eyes. That creature you thought you saw in the treetops with Lou's binoculars. Had it been real? Not just your imagination. Vic! Zeus! You know what? I'm tired of it already. Exhausted. I've been trying and trying for more than 10 minutes. Can you tell me what's wrong with you? You stay silent. You need to think. But Lee's right. It's not fair to either of you. So much noise and it's possible for you to concentrate. Zeus. What? No. No, don't you dare. Wait. Let's see. See, we'll finish this chapter out real quick. You know they're all excuses, though. Winged monsters don't exist. It's just your brain desperately trying not to focus on what's important. Hey, Zeus, welcome back all of a sudden. Okay, never mind. It's just your brain desperately trying not to focus on what's important. The sudden scream chills your blood. And the silence takes over everything. Alright, actually Zeus is now laying down. He's just looking at me like... There's your controller, Zeus. Oh, welcome back. In the seat. Here. You want to get on my lap? Whoa. All right, Zeus, get on my lap. Zeus. Zeus, come on. Do you want the pill like this? You're such a baby. You're such a little baby. I had to flip the damn pillow over. Have you met Lee, tall guy with the blonde girl? He made extra-graphic copies of some docs I've been, or zero graphic copies of some docs I used to assemble this beauty. Where did you get the docs from? You bite your lower lip. Do all writers ask so many questions? Lee works at the university in the history department. Lee adjusts his glasses. You don't know why, but that gesture irritates you. The Windan doesn't work like a normal machine gun. Normal machine guns use gunpowder to fire projectiles. Do you know what the Windans use? Centrifugal force. Centrifugal force. Interesting. Lou repeats the gesture with his glasses. Today, Lee brought me some ketchup grenades. Ketchup grenades, goddamn. Do you know about ketchup grenades? Lou shakes his head and readjusts his glasses for a third time in less than 5 minutes. You take a deep breath. Although you can't stand Lou refill Hicks tick, you enjoy talking about your collection of Civil War weapons. Ketchums are similar to footballs in shape. they have to land on their nose to explode. They were highly inefficient. In Port Houston, for example, the Confederates used sheets to catch them without exploding, and then threw them back at Union soldiers. Lou is about to say something when your hero screamed that makes your blood run cold. You grab the shotgun without thinking twice. It's coming from the back. Come on. You don't have a good feeling about it. Something's not right. Trent, no. Although you feel like it's a dream, somehow you know the creature is real. Your dog's suffering is real, and there'll be no waking up from this. You aim your gun. Shit. But you don't have a clean shot. You hear the muffled moans of your dog, and the fury blinds you. You drop the shotgun and grab the chain. So the bitch is going to strangle Trent. Come on, hurry. But before they arrive, you feel the pull. And the floor disappears under your feet. Oh no. Hold the chain. No! Although you manage to hold on for a few minutes, you finally let go and fall into the thick of the forest. Tree branches penetrate your body and you die before reaching the ground. Well. Okay. Release the chain. Hold! You know you should hit the floor soon. Don't move. Listen to Vic, Holt. Her sister's a nurse. No bones seem to be broken. My dog, Victoria Lee, help you to your feet. Lou doesn't take his eye off the winged creature for a single second. He let go. He just let go. What? 1 second. I know where your dog is, Holt. Wait a minute. Got something in the car. Let's go. A gift from Freddy. Cool, right? You try to get up, but you feel dizzy and stumble. Victoria gives you a disapproving look and helps you keep your balance. Follow me. Thanks. You will elect to smile at her. After all, Victoria just wants to help. But I could do it by myself. You get your rifle and you walk with the rest into the blackness of the forest. He really doesn't like it when he's not getting attention. We should go in. That direction. No. I think we should go that way. Lee? Now what? The place where Trent fell? I've calculated by projecting the point where the creature dropped it on this map. You calculated it. Wait, I gotta do in. You've calculated. You've calculated, you say? Weren't you a rider? Lou, don't mind him. Do what you want. Constantly checking the map, Lou leads the group on. We should be close. There. Here, your heart is pounding. Please. Compress his chest. Use both hands, just like that. I'm curious. Did you know that the cardiopulmonary recession procedure was discovered by Dr. Knickerbocker while he was trying to save a dog. As he speaks, Lou carefully examines the top of the trees. It was at Johns Hopkins University. Victoria rests her hands on your shoulder and moves her head from side to side. You stop pressing and a few tears roll down your cheek. The interesting thing is what happened to the dog afterwards. Shut it, Lou. Lou adjusts his glasses. You look at Victoria. You're too afraid your voice would break to say thank you. Why didn't you shoot? Why didn't you try to blow the creature's brains out? Deep down, you know that's just guilt talking. And that maybe there was just nothing you could have done differently to save him. Lee. Have you seen Lee? You stand up and look around. Lee's gone. Poop. Thank you for the... Actually, do I have more tea? You know, I finished it. You walk fast to keep your thoughts at bay. What the hell is wrong with her? Why does she even listen to him? Ryder, says the fucker. What a loser. You walk through the woods, confident that you will be the one to find Holt's dog. What then, Vic? What weird little face will you make? Hey, it's our friends. Let's go. Hello? Hello? You feel like someone is watching you. You're walking through a dense forest area where the darkness is almost total. You walk even faster than before. You finally reach a clearing and look at the sky. A meteor shower is gaining intensity. Your heart is anguish, and you find it hard to breathe. Are you watching the Leonids, Victoria? Are you? You hold your head in your hands. Cry. Last time you cried like this, you were 16. You'd come home early and found him hitting your mother. You tried to separate them, and your father took it out on your ribs. His blows were like a rain of sledgehammers, and his breath reeked of alcohol. He pushed you against the wall, and you ended up on the floor. Your mom was clutching her head while your dad took a deep breath and kicked you in your stomach. Won't hit your face because it's the only thing you got going for you. And one day you won't have it anymore. You carry your father's photograph in your wallet, not to remember how good he looked. Hell no. Whenever the pain was too much, you just scratched his entire face until his feature blended with the cuts in the paper. What the? You seem to hear something. A kind of rumor. Think of the noise hands make when they shake, and that's often all volume. A river. You try to think about the map that you got in the car, and you can't remember seeing a river here. Further west, sure, but here? As you get closer, you hear more clearly. feel a kind of calm. Not peace, but numbness. Suddenly, the whitest light you've ever seen floods the ground. Even when there's no river nearby, the sound is deafening. What? You feel the light pulse with painful intensity. As if millions and millions of red ants were sinking their little jaws into your skin. Pain turns into light. You want to scream, but you have no mouth. Oh, what I get it. You know, I'm a giant intellectual gamer. I get it. Nor larynx or your lungs. And the white that precedes everything consumes you. You don't know how long it takes, but you feel the urgency of what yet to be, and the white makes you dissipate. You feel the white light leaving your body, and you hear your own voice screaming at the top of your lungs. You drop to the floor and cover your head with both hands. You feel the sense of completeness that you cannot explain. We all need a little darkness. Lee! Where's that idiot? Calm down, Victoria. Lee knows how to take care of himself. Holt's right. Lee's gotta show up eventually. Did you know that he chased away a pack of coyotes with screams, some stones, and a blow on the hood of his car? Lou smiles. You wonder if it's authentic or a calculated gesture to show some empathy. Halt? What? What's your business with Lee? Holt looks at you for a few seconds before answering. You think of one of the computers at the campus, the IBM 7040. You know what it's called because you once wrote a poem with that title. Holt is like that computer. From the outside, it's impossible to tell what it's evaluating before giving you an answer. I shouldn't tell you anything. Holt lowers his voice. But you shut Lou up back there. And I'm going to make an exception. Holt tells you about Lee's business, the sale of original Civil War pieces, the xerographic copies of historical documents. Don't worry. He knows what he's doing. You hear twigs snapping. Who's there? Grandma! Let's go! Let's go, Grandma! The sight of Holt's grandmother holding an old rifle mesmerizes you. The whole thing looks like an image from some with painting. A wet dream for almost any of your classmates. An image that not only defies gender stereotypes, but also demolishes social constructs like that of grandma in classic stories. The expression on Holt's grandmother's face changed her changes. Her features soften. My legs. Grandma. Holt picks up his grandma and helps her sit against a tree trunk. He looks at his dog's corpse and beckons you to come closer. I need to bury Trent before carrying on. You nod your head. How do you feel, Mom? Confused? Here, Victoria. You didn't hear him approach. You grabbed the handkerchief without thinking twice. A strange feeling run through your body. Shouldn't you have at least considered some other option? Clean up her legs. That's suspicious. Lou definitely is in on this. Or in on, like, the history of the family and whatnot. I raid crypts and sell crypt accessories. Clean up her legs. You rub the handkerchief against her calves and gradually remove the mud stains. Scrub harder. I was probably your age when I stopped feeling my legs. Holt's grandmother sighed and closed her eyes. Have you ever seen so many moles together? Lou speaks almost in whispers. You wonder why. Let's go. Lou picks up the old rifle and examines it briefly. Holt looks at you with an expression you can't quite make out. Are you okay? No, you're not okay. But what are you going to tell him? That you're pregnant? That your boyfriend is missing? That the winged creatures out of old pulp magazines are apparently more than just fiction? You walk for a while in silence. What was that? Tried to think of something else, Victoria. A few minutes ago, you all started hearing the screams, noticing sudden movements in the treetops. We're almost there. You find it hard to believe what you're seeing. Why are all the creatures flying over the gas station? Interesting. Hope punches Lou in the shoulder. What? Interesting. Did you find interesting what they did to Trent? We're not the ones in your cheap books, Lou. A sudden silence befalls the group. Listen. No, you just cover me. You close your fist tightly, trying to exercise the impotence you feel. Was it that hard for him to hear what you had to say? Shake your head from side to side. What's even the plan? Running with his grandma in his arms? Why does he have to be the hero? Halt! The shriek chills your blood. Fuck! Lou looks at you as if waiting for something. How many bullets in your rifle? 3. Hope it's enough. Paul and Elsa are halfway to the gas station. 2 winged creatures on the side are on the street lamps. The light, Victoria. These creatures seek the light. Trying to think of like, so let's try, and for the closest lamp on the right. 3, 2, 1. You have 2 bullets left. Farthest lamp on the right, sender on the right. One. The winged creature flies into the furthest pole. It does so over Holton Elsa's head. Desperate, you run to help. Oh, rip. The winged creature rushes at you. Pain blurs your vision, you lose consciousness. Retry. Alright. Well, just running directly at it won't work. So I gotta, like, push him. Oh shit, too far away? What do you mean too far away? How about we shoot the furthest one on the right? And then we run. Okay, nope. Huh. Alright. How about shooting the one in the middle? You have 2 bullets left. Oh. Oh wow. But I mean, we're getting somewhere. That was sort of a solution. All right, so shoot the middle one. The 2 creatures fight, take flight, and get lost in the night. Ooh, we did it. All clear. Help me out with Holton, Elsa, and let's inside fast. I mean, fair enough. I make bad mistakes all the time. The voices are too low in over the background music. Wow. Could you not go into the settings and fix that? Also, who's Tactica made by? It's not Koei, right? Or like the Omega Force. Like Omega Force did Strikers. You can come chill, Zeus. You're more than welcome to chill, Zeus. Come on. Oh shit, this thing's still going. Is someone going to make a wish? You laugh under your breath. You look at Holt and he looks away. You wonder if he's pissed because you saved him. You still can't believe everything that happened tonight. You know that as soon as you stop to think, you touch your belly and fight back the tears. Lou looks at his watch. The Linoids are reaching their point of highest intensity. The screeching is deafening. Freaking creatures. I think I saw one of the dreams I told you about, Lou. Oh, thank you. Oh, another all-in-one workout. Wait, what? Come on. Oh, it's my third one already, right? Wow. Okay, let's go. All right, we're going to take a break. Yeah, it's getting pretty easy. Yeah, okay, we'll definitely take a break for this one. Oh yeah, I just need to get on the one punch. So I gotta get on the one punch pace soon. Alright, we're gonna take a break. Feel free to step away. Get some water, get some drinks, do the bathroom. Vibe chill, check in your pets, check your emails, maybe message your friends back.
Nefos.
Yeah, we're at 45. Hey Shark, you remember that one time I set it to 30? That's intense. 30 was... I should have never left 30. I would be doing nearly like 100. Like, I feel good when we get to 60. 60 is like a pretty good number. Maybe I should have said just 20. Alrighty. I think I saw one in the dream I told you about, Lou. Lou stares at Holt's grandmother. Are you sure it was a dream? Louis is about to add something, but suddenly falls silent. You approach the window and rest your hand on the glass. You can't stop looking at their dance. Before meeting Lee, you'd had some experiences in college. Experiences by which you sought to open the doors of your perception. Lee doesn't know, and you don't know how he would react if he found out. But the strange dance of these creatures in the sky beats anything you experienced while tripping. Chapter 8. Holt. They call him the Hivoro. Right? Yeah, I'm just going. I think it's going to pronounce he. I don't know, or Jivaro of the hills. What he lacked a ritual component. What did he lack a ritual component? It had nothing to do with the taxidermy business. He got lost with the mummification. His struck animal heads were art, sold as collector pieces. What? Zeus is just still mad. I don't know for what or at what. Okay, let me go check on him real quick. I didn't do that during the break. I should have. I'm sorry. Zeus, no, get back here. What do you want?
nefos.
Alright. Apologies. Like, Zeus wouldn't even like come out of under the bed when I went in the room. So now it's just gonna be a thing. Alright. I did bring Sammy with me. Because I know if I didn't, he would just pounce on Sammy. One afternoon, Liam, his only nephew, stole a bear head. The head had been empty of viscera and was floating in a solution his uncle used in the early stages of the miniaturization process. Liam lifted the head. Oh God, Sammy. Okay, give me a second, Sammy, if you want to get on my lap. Or better yet, Sammy. Here, you come next to me. You can vibe. Right there, co-captain. On my lap. Both cats in one stream on my lap. Liam lifted the head out of the bucket, wiped it dry, then put it on, like a helmet. He stripped naked, left the house, and ran into the village. Liam entered the church in the middle of the mass, screaming at the top of his lungs, waving his arms up and down as if he was clawing. One of the congregation members pulled out a gun and shot him. You remember the sheer terror on you felt when you saw the bear man running towards the altar. This is worse. Worse. Worse than what? You don't feel like retelling something you've already went over in your head. What about you, Lou? I guess you've heard some things, right? Lou just his glasses. Lou Refill Hill. You think I don't know what they call me in town? It may be true that some people make up stuff to get a beer. But imaginations have limits. In the long run, we tend to rely on real experiences when telling a story. Mothmen. They're somehow related to the Leonids and the gathering of all these creatures. Maybe he's right, and all the creatures outside started to appear after the aerial dance of these Mothmen. Ask why Mothmen. Mothmen. Thank you, Bell Villain. Why the name? Moths are attracted to light. You look at the sky, illuminated by dozens and dozens of shooting stars, and you nod. You like the name, not because of Lou's explanation, but because you know it's easy to squash a moth. This isn't. So this isn't. Okay, you know what? You know what? You know what? Fair. This isn't anything to do with that. We don't have to worry. Sammy. I'm sorry. You're good, Sammy. You can even back up here if you like. This isn't the first time that Mothmen have appeared during the Leonids. Among other references, they are mentioned in oral histories of Jawab or Ujabi. Collected in the diaries of the Jesuit missionary in the 1683, who even dares to draw them. Many believe that the creatures described in this diary are thunderbirds. But the Jutsu's drawing look much more like Mothmen. And the most interesting part is that he draws lines around them. Some researchers think that these lines are kinetic, a way of representing the speed of the creatures. Luke slides his finger across the glass, following the trajectory of the shooting stars in the sky. Well, I think these are drawings depicting the Mothmen with the Leonids in the background. We're talking 1633, 1666, maybe. Check on your grandma. Grandma! Better? Where are the shrieks, love? It's before you see you how confused she is. 1 second. You turn on the radio. Static. No matter which way you turn the dial, all you hear is static. You never sung at the Moose. Not even on those nights when everyone egged you on and the booze in your system had you drowned your inhibitions. Almost without realizing it, you start singing the lullaby Elsie used to sing when you sleep. Although more than 40 years have passed, the words come out of your mind one after the other. You close your eyes and caress her hair, singing all the time. As soon as you feel the rhythm breathing of your grandma, you get up. What was that? Lee? Victoria tries to hug Lee when he babbles something you don't understand. At no time does he look up. Where the hell have you been? Victoria. I thought. But he's here. Give him some space. Thank you. Lee takes a few seconds to start speaking. I think I got lost in the forest. Babe, take it easy. Victoria grabs his arm and Lee tries to smile. I thought I heard the sound of a river. I felt someone looking at me. After walking a while, the noise was deafening. But there was no river. Lee starts to cry. Victoria tries to calm him down. As soon as he regains his composure, Lee keeps talking. And then came the white. I don't know how to explain it. It was as if I could see everything and nothing at the same time. And a goat looked up into the sky and watched the shooting stars. It stood on 2 legs, like this, you know, just like us. What the hell is going on? I think the time has come. Let me tell you a few things. Lou clears his throat and begins to speak. Although you can't stand his tics or false dramatics, you want to know what's going on. The Leonids occur every 33 years. Some are tense, like those of 1833 or the ones of 1866. Others are weak, like 1899 for example. And those are the ones we have records of. You notice that Victoria grabs Lee's hands. Lou walks over to the window and points to the sky. This year, they're tense again. 1866, 1966. Why a 100-year difference and not 1909? That 1 year dispensary bothers me too. Alright, give me a second. Now he's sad, he's not part of the party. You wanna come in? You wanna come in? Zeus, what am I missing? Like, I don't understand which one would change. You got fresh water, you changed your food up. You can change your order blocks. Zeus. See me. At least he's getting here. Zeus. Zeus. He just like runs away. And I think it has something to do with the problem of our calendar and the periodic adjustment that we are forced to make. Tell me, have you ever seen a medieval manuscript? No one answers. Just as you're about to open your mouth, Luke continues. They are usually adorned with warrior rabbits standing on two legs. Do you think these rabbits come from imagination of medieval scribes alone? Those rabbits existed, and they were annihilated by man. Each meteor shower spawns new bipeds. It was one of those storms that mankind arose. What makes us different from all of them that we survived? By destroying any other biped that came along. Or by reducing them to a mere gossip or fiction. Outside, the creatures begin to fight. Why? What motivates them? What about Lou? Should you believe everything he says? After all, Lou is a writer. Your grandma's cough sounds like a noise of contractor's engine refusing to start. Grandma? You have to kill them all. The voice which she speaks seems to be much further back than her throat. Zeus? We had a secret weapon, and we used it to finish it off. The upright beast. and they decide to test it in the inner war. And they decide to test it in the war. I'll see. What are you talking about? I wanted to take the win ads from the battlefield. And your grandma, caresses her legs. I just wanted to finish the mission. Zeus. He keeps just running back and forth in the room, thinking he's gonna like get at Sammy. Come on, Sammy. You can get back on my lap. Yeah, girl. Just wait. There we go. Victoria and Lee look at each other. Lou walks up to you and tells you, almost in a whisper, I bet the moles on your grandma's legs correspond exactly to your grandpa's wounds. Did you ever tell Lou about your grandma's legs? You're confused, and Lou seems to notice. It's not just free beers that the moose holds. People tell me things. Lou speaks softly, but his words resonate loudly in your head. The moles on your grandmother's legs, her grandfather's legs, riddled by bullets in the Civil War. Could it be that Elsa's grandfather was talking to your... Wow, that's a fucking twist. All the moles on her legs correspond, like, are the bullet holes. Talking through your grandmother's body? The Winads? The Winads! A project that obsessed you for a long time, and now you think you know why. You decide not to think too much about Elsie, her grandfather, the moles, the men in black. You're terrified that behind all your decisions, something more than your free will was at work. Come on. The Winads. Quick, let's get her out. No, it's still not working. What do you mean it's not working? It has some kind of safety mechanism, and it's still haven't been able to assemble it successfully. See here? The L's. You look at Lou with curiosity. On the blueprints there. The L's are the rubric to the secret society found in the middle of the last century. It's not so secret if you know about it, is it? Lou doesn't answer you. Why the L's? Some say it's because of the way knights move on the chessboard. Others say it's because of Lewis Carroll, author of Alice in Wonderland. Exactly. I keep talking. Lou closes his eyes, holds his hand to the bridge of his nose, and clears his throat. Can this guy be any more affected? A stick I found that weighed 2 pounds. I saw it up one day into 8 equal pieces. How much did 8 equal pieces weigh? Everyone says 1/4 pound, which is wrong. A riddle at this moment? Victoria strokes her chin and Lee nods his head slightly as if he's counting something. Do you think it's time for a riddle, Lou? Lou raises his hands and moves aside. You take a deep breath. You shouldn't be that hard to find the right configuration. Alright, how about we rotate the first row? Yeah, so it couldn't even be that. Let's try third row. Alright, maybe, okay. Back, examine. Let's try just getting that one. So third row, second piece. That's definitely not right. Definitely doesn't look right at all. Need a short piece. Seven pieces. Third row. Third. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Back. Examine. Second row. Third piece. Rotate. Rotate. So we know that's not right. Someone's an H. Maybe we do that. We go back. Examine. Second row, second piece. Just turn it. It has to be this. No, that's not it. Oh God, I'm in trouble. The victim doesn't. If you need help, this professor is available. Victoria smiles. You'd like to just tell her one of the stories you know about Lee, just to wipe that smile off her face. But you keep quiet. You know what the solution has. You know that the solution has her on edge, and you're no exception. My pride will keep us all here. Hey, Zeus. You can come join us up here. Sammy, it's okay. It's okay, Sammy. Shh. Oh God, she is like no. No. You can't have both of us on stream. That's illegal. It's both cats at the same time in this economy. Andy K, what are you thinking? Cece. Don't worry, Sammy. He won't get to you. Hey! Hell yeah. I know, right? Try and get both of them on stream at the same time. Thank you, Pokemon 8. And welcome to the stream. Let's see, we try and get this. Let's see. Zuzi. Oh, I was going. For a second, we have both cats on the stream at the same time. Both cats were on the stream at the same time for a split second. I was gonna go pet Zeus, and he's like, took as like, I was gonna swat him away. All right, maybe I need to get the. I need to focus less on the green. You know what? Fuck it. Talk to Lou. What was that about the order, Lou? Lou smiles. His smile seems authentic, and you listen to him. The poem I recited to you earlier by Lewis Carroll, and the mention of one of the manifestos of the Order of the L. A stick I found that weighed 2 pounds. Oh boy, this sucks already. A stick I found that weighed 2 pounds. I saw it up one day, and 8 pieces of equal of 8. How much did each piece weigh? We don't have time for you to find the answer. Lou looks at you and you shake your head. So I'm going to tell you. The answer is not a quarter of a pound like everyone says. The answer is a little less than a quarter of a pound. You have to take into account the weight that is lost with the dust when you saw the stick. Look at that smug motherfucker. Just look how smug he is. Lee snorts and Victoria bites her lip. The answer may not convince you, but the order it represented something important. The answer highlighted the difference between abstraction and the real world. In an abstraction reality, cutting a branch does not produce dust, but it does in our daily life. One of the main goals of the order was to bring the riddles, games, and puzzles to the real world. Lou stands next to you. Can I try hold? There's a screaming outside. You look at your grandmother, or your grandmother's grandfather possessing her body. You wonder if you should accept Lou's help and keep trying yourself. Either way, you're grateful that Lou has stopped talking. Accept Lou's help. You move to the side, leave Lou in front of the safety mechanism. I'm confused. They're all L's. They're all L's. Although outside the creatures shouting are getting louder, you can't help but feel a little certain happiness. The wind adds its final beat. Now, everyone, out. Oh boy, it's a video game. Lee, Lou, and Victoria stand back a little. You crack your knuckles, take a deep breath. At the helm of the Winat's steam-powered machine gun, you feel something strange. You find it hard to put into words. It's as if somehow the present has given you the way to the past. Rabbit men! They are weak creatures, cannon fodder in the war against the upright beast. I guess aim to the left, shoot. Oh wow, okay. Yeah. Murder. Right. Zeus. So, right? No, back. Left. Shoot. Beware of the dogmen. They're behind the rabbit men. The dogmen are more resistant than the rabbit men. If you hurt them without killing them, they get mad. Eat this bullet. I'm here to cover you, but don't get too confident. I could kill one upright beast, and then I need a reload. Oh god. This suddenly became a weird tactics game. Hey, where are you going? Center? Oh, we got died. We died. Alright, center's last. Okay, I see the trick now. I see the trick. So aim center. Aim to the right. Two men and the woman. Gone. Deserters. You shake your head from one side to the other. You know that Lou was first to leave, and the helplessness eats you up inside. Go look for them. But if we're going to fight here, we're all fight. Lee. I don't want to keep running away. I should be out there. Or I keep forgetting his voice I keep giving him. Like I should be out there and win my Red Badge of Courage. The Red Badge of Courage is the title of the Civil War novel you read and reread over and over again. It tells the story of a Union soldier who flees the battlefield. From the first act of cowardice, the only thing the protagonist longs for is to receive a war wound. The definitive proof that he had become a man. Your Red Badge of Courage? You want a real Red Badge of Courage, Lee? I'm pregnant. Your head spins. You find it difficult to organize your thoughts. You're going to be a father? You think you're your own father, all your suffering. I don't know if... I'm a coward, Vic. Lee. Did you know that Stephen Crane wrote Red Badge of Courage without ever having set foot on a real battlefield? The first time you ever saw Lou, you wanted to twist his arm and bring him to his knees. Now you smile and put an arm on his shoulder. Thanks, Lou. Come out and fight. None of you move. I said, out, I said, my Red Badge of Courage. Lee, don't. Push. You push. Also rotates her shoulders and the rifle points at your chest. Let's go. You heard a shot and you fall backwards. You die on the spot. Alright. Alright, you pull. You pull. Elsa rotates your shoulders and stifle. Push. You push. Elsa loses her balance. The rifle points at her body. You push. You push and you hear a shot. No! Why did I do that? It wasn't Holt's. Yeah. Man, we're assholes. We're just straight up the worst. We abandoned someone. And then we shoot their grandma. Contrary to what Lou says. It wasn't Holt's grandmother, Lee. Your hands are shaking. You didn't fire the rifle. However, somehow you've been able to feel the different endings. You knew that in one of them, Elsa would be shot, yet you didn't stop. Ah! She's alive. They shot me! The resilience of the possessed? You don't know why you're surprised. After all, Holt's grandma is possessed by her own grandfather, a soldier who fought in the Civil War and was mowed down by a machine gun. The same machine gun who bursts now you hear outside the gas station, tearing apart the creatures not mentioned by any biology textbooks. Eat bullets, you son of bitches! Chapter 10. Now, you don't think about it too much. As Holt fires the Winad's machine gun, you run as fast as you can. If you want to survive, you have to get away from there. The only word you can think of to describe what you see is a pandemonium. And not only in the traditional sense, a place of noise and confusion, but in the original sense of the word. The place where all demons congregate. Lee tries to make himself heard over the gunfire and shrieks to the creature. To your left, Vic! Left. You feel the jaws closing not far from your neck. You try to run faster. Get down! Get down. You duck down and feel claws of the creature gaze at the back of your neck. You keep running. Right! The pig man tries to grab your arm, but you manage to get away. You're almost there. You get in the car and slam the door shut. You hear a knock on your door and you jumped in your seat. Let's go, let's go! Lee speeds up, and the pandemonium is soon behind you. You think about Lee's previous car. Well, clunker. And now you know how Lee managed to buy a car like this one. Holt told you. Per Holt. The Linoids. Upright beasts. Intrafamilial possessions. Experimental weapons. The Order of the L's. Men in Black and Mothmen. There they are. The topics of my next book. You touch your belly. With all that you suffered tonight, Lou's comment seems a bit appropriate. You travel in silence for a few minutes. Are you alright, Lee? You look a little pale. Lee takes a few seconds to answer. I don't know. Lee scratches his head. I can see things before they happen, Vic. Oh, yeah, that's not strange at all. Lou leans forward. It's not that I see the future. I don't know how to explain it. It's like I can see several presents just before they happen. Come on, babe. Victoria. What are you saying, Lee? Have you felt it since that episode you told us with the white light? Lee's hands are tightly grasped at his steering wheel. It's not like I could control it. The first time I felt it was in the struggle with Elsie. And the second when we were running to the car. Lee looks in your eyes and suddenly you can feel all of his pain. And some of the presents. The creatures, Vic. Lee's voice breaks. The creatures. He begins to cry. You feel him gradually calming down with the contact. He rests. Oh my god, it seems he's just asleep on my controller. He rests his hand, his head on your hand, and you stroke his cheek. After a few minutes, you remove your hand and settle back in your seat. You look for Lou in the rearview mirror and see him jotting something in his notebook. Lou seems to always be writing one way or another. You envy his tendency, and you wonder if maybe that's what it takes to be a writer. Lee steps on the brakes and opens the door on his side. Wait here. What happened? Can you see anything from there? You shake your head. Here he comes. Goat baby. It's hurt, Vic. Although neither of you say anything, you think you know what you have to do. Lee kisses you on the mouth and starts the car. In the back seat, Luke clears his throat. I don't want to be anticlimactic, but the demonization of God, Pan, Satan as a male goat. You do know that there are records throughout history of bloody wars against goat men, don't you? The end. Okay. That was all right. If anything, I don't know. I feel like we just didn't see more of the cryptids besides just shooting them at the end. And geez, what a bad way, what a shitty thing to do. Just leave those two behind to just deal with their own bullshit. 8 years later. No, probably to an unheard question. Watch the credits to the end. Aim. Oh, no. Well, that was that was Mothmen. I like. I don't know. I feel like it was like I get it's more of a thing probably just to set up the grander universe because there is a second game under this like pulp pixel series where like I kind of like the idea and theme of it, but I guess I just like thought it was going to be like something to do with like more Mothmen or Mothman adjacent. But instead it does with like this whole other type of cryptid stuff. Which fair. That's why they call it the Mothmen. But even then I still feel like it didn't like go too far into it. Like, I kind of wish we had more of those scenes with Lee of, like, encountering them out in the wild. Like, I wish we had more of that. Or, maybe more of a town build-up. I don't know, I guess that's the other thing is, like, I thought we were going to be, like, going to, like, the town The impossible solitaire thing doesn't really come back, seems. Maybe there's a different ending? I don't know. It didn't seem like it. It didn't read like there was a different... I mean, at some point, I guess he did say... Let's check that gallery again real quick. Maybe if I did choose something else, it'll say... Or maybe there is like something behind there. Yeah, I guess I just thought it was gonna be... Oh. Yeah, let's check gallery. Lame. Yeah, no, okay, that is the ending. We just abandon like we shoot someone, we shoot an old grandma, and then abandon the other guy as well. Yeah. Nice little title, I guess. Like, nice little, you know, like, definitely pick it up if you see it for like $2. If you feel. I know there's like a physical copy of this and like the other title they put out that you get to play Asia if you really want. But yeah, let me check out what else we're going to have at least for tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow we'll just do Death Road to Canada. That's a spooky game. We haven't played that in a minute. Or maybe World of Horror, one of the two. Oh, what, I need to go to my list. What am I doing? Yeah, after Mothman, we kind of have. Yeah, I'm going to start getting low already on games. Maybe I didn't think of it too far. I guess if I really want to, I could break out Doom 3. Doom 3 would be... I have never played Doom 3 all the way through, so it wouldn't be actually a bad time. And the Switch port's really good. But I could also try to get it running on my PC. We'll see. But yeah. Alright, we're going to call it there for the night. Thank you all so much for vibing, chilling, hanging, commenting, lurking, hanging out, putting up with me and my bratty cats. Sammy's now being a little angel. But tomorrow I'll be on around 9 p.m. Eastern Standard, and yeah, we'll probably either play Death Road to Canada or World of Horror, depending how I feel. And then Monday we will God, there's like, well, I'll save that one other game that's I heard is good. Well, I'll save that for Monday. And then Tuesday and Wednesday we may be just doing like goofy, maybe lower tier games. I don't know. I got them for free, and some of the games I've played by that publisher are just kind of not the greatest. Aww. Oh, shimmy. Oh, you're guessing me. I'll stay awake. Hey, hey, hey. I hope you is well. We're just vibing. About to like chill out, vibe out for a moment. I am looking forward to metaphor. I see. Oh yeah, I need to download the demo. Let's see if I can even run it on the lowest settings. But yeah, let me get that hit in for you. Sammy, be careful. Lucy's about to pounce. But yeah, I'm going to do that. And yeah, my cat's been bratty all stream, so I'm going to hang out with them. But I will be back on tomorrow around 9 p.m. Eastern. I'm sorry, but I also have been up all day. I opened at work too. But thank you for the hit. I thank you for the hit of weed. Much, much appreciated. Where is my phone? There, it's there. Let me check this too. I'm so sorry. Alright, it looks like we can just vibe out. Thank you all, both Twitch and YouTube, for chilling, watching. Again, much, much appreciated. I'll be back on tomorrow. Yeah, it'll be a roguelike. A scary roguelike. One of the two. Thank you all much for coming and chilling. Till next time. Peace.